It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Gus Shasha, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Now in the box, Emmanuel Marrero. He will lead this one off today.
For Philadelphia, the shortstop, number 22.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nick Senzel comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Bro. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. Swing and a looper to left. Reyes ranging into the outfield, but he won't get there. It falls in.
That is third. The catcher, Franco.
In now, Michael Franco, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
That is 4. The right fielder, Daniel Fields.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Daniel Fields. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Here's the 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is it. The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Arenado, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Austin Nolan, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0-1 count, the pitch. Bounced to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 1 and the Pirates coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Adam Conley gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, man, he's going to look to be a little bit better in this one. You could say scattering hits. Allowed 9 hits in his last start. His stuff is much better than that, and he certainly isn't going to be able to give up 9 hits in this one if his team expects to win.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jose Reyes.
Pitch on the way. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
To the plate now, number 23. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Row. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games, games that get out of hand. But there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
Popped him up. Nolan has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, The right fielder.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Here comes the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They still trail 1-0. Digging in, number 40. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
The left fielder, number 40.
Now the pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So here now is the pitcher, Adam Conley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. So now Carlos Santana, 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
The third baseman, Carlos Santana.
First delivery to him on the way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
The pitch.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Popped him up. Nolan in foul ground. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Andrew.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Conley has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Chris Davis at the plate now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play here with an average of .314, 21 homers, 53 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. It remains 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Emmanuel Marrero. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is McCutchen. He's there and records the first out. So with one away, it's time to check out the National League Central Division standings as you see where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. Stepping in, Nick Senzel. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here it comes. Senzel, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is his first year at the big league level. Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. And 0 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. This misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, catcher, Michael.
Digging in for his second at bat, Michael Franco. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 home. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Senzel leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Full count, 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So coming to the plate, Daniel Fields. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. There's one. And he is in there. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1-2. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. From the stretch, the 1-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. So striding in, Logan Morrison, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Right side and right into the shift. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So 1 away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today. Stepping up now, Josh Rutledge. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. At third, Arenado. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Diaz.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Gus Shasha. First pitch coming, here it is. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding into the box, Austin Nolan. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
No leg.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
The 1-0 home. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate, number 40. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 run, 2 hits. And no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And good for him. Adam has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
The batter, number 24, second base.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Strike 2. Quinn has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman, and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base, and he's thinking about second and third.
The next 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it is Morrison now, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the pitcher, Adam Conley.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Adam Conley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Popped him up. Davis has a play. And that retires the side. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 Philly. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jose Reyes back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And the pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
The batter, number 23.
In now, number 23, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. The 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Giancarlo Stanton is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Chopped down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Right to him. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Off the plate, ball one.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. To short, hit hard, reined in. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. 50th pitch of the game on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Right fielder looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis, number 22 on the year, and it'll give the Pirates a 4-2 lead.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now back, the left fielder, Logan.
So now to the plate, Logan Morrison. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Four runs here in this half inning. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. We played 4 full. Pittsburgh leads this one 4-2. Ready once again, Emmanuel Marrero. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Slow roller down the third baseline, but foul. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Fly ball into straightaway left. Morrison is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting. Catcher. Franco.
Ready for another chance, Michael Franco. Pitch on the way. And that's taken for strike 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Going back is the left fielder. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Daniel Fields. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phils do get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Phillies 3. Up next for the Buccos, Josh Rutledge. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First delivery to him on the way.
Full exercise. That's in. Ball 2.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
At the plate, Gus Shasha comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way, and he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number one in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now a bunt attempt here. Nolan is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, number 13, shortstop,
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Reyes. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Hit to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, number 23, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Fouled off. First and second now, 1 man out. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Rutledge rounds the corner and is headed home. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
The 1-0 home. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 6-3 game.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Stepping in now, Carlos Santana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Here it comes, 0-2. Fastball well outside.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Hops this one up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate two-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Jake Diekman takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 64, Jake Diekman.
He's set, and the pitch.
Hey.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Diekman is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Here now the 2-2. And he popped him up. And no one can get there as it falls. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-3 ball game.
First baseman, David.
Here's Chris Davis now. On a line to shortstop. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead. And after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Stanton, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box, Austin Nolan, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Number 40 will be next. A runner at second, nobody out. There's ball 4.
Now batting, number 40.
Digging in and looking for more. Number 40 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
From the belt, kicks and deals. None out, runners at first and second. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Reyes backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Roman Quinn.
Ready for another shot now. Roman Quinn. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Number 58 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 58.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Hot shot on the ground is short. To second for 1. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
All right, Heidi, thank you. B.J. Rosenberg enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 53, B.J. Rosenberg.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Logan Morrison.
The left fielder, Logan Morrison.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Josh Rutledge. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Taylor Gutu will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Taylor Gutu.
Runners off for second. In there, now the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Bucks go down quietly, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Chris Withrow is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 34, Chris Withrow.
Standing in, Emmanuel Marrero. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
The batter, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Now at the plate, Nick Senzel. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Into the box now, Michael Franco, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. McCutchen going back to the track, into the bushes and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 2nd home run of the game as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This is a pretty good pitcher's ballpark, PNC, in Pittsburgh.
What an impressive hitting performance by that lineup. This park, it definitely caters to the left-handed hitter. With that wall in right field, you feel like you can book one into the Allegheny. Not the same for a right-handed hitter. Big left center gap, and center field plays deep.
In now, Daniel Fields, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And there's one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs already home here. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
So now to the plate, Austin Nolan, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, number 40.
Now at the plate, number 40. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Pirates 8 and the Phillies 6. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. And he pops it up. Quinn is there. 1 away.
The batter, number 23.
Digging in to try it again. Number 23. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hard hit towards center. Senzel will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Roman Quinn. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Cody Allen has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
First pitch on its way.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside ball 1.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Mitch Walden will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Walden.
And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Two and 0 now.
No strike.
Outside, 3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Now at the plate, Emmanuel Marrero. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fouled off. 1-1. Here it is. That's popped up. Reyes over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Senzel. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Number 46 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 46.
Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Carlos Santana.
Now the pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Swing and a line drive. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And he'll reach first safely.
The batter, the center fielder, Andrew.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play, and stepping in the long ball threat, Chris Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball one. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out, nobody on. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Michael Franco will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Edward Paradis comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Edward Paradis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now batting, Daniel Fields. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
But there's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Nolan Arenado comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. The 2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with 1 down. He's running. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands his zone.
And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Philly down to their last strike. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-2 pitch.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Grounded to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. And he'll be called out at second, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
Close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. Pittsburgh took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Gus Shashka with his 4th win this season. Adam Conley permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Edward Paradis wraps it up for the save, his 12th of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For Philadelphia, 7 runs, 11 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.